Welcome to this video about our new zone called Forecast that you can find from the zone menu. And as it says at the top, this is still a feature in beta. So let me show you what we have going on here. Before I click the Forecast button, I want to show you how we come up with your forecast. So let's click on Configure the Forecast. Here's the graph that shows you your throughput, which is just the number of cards you've delivered on a weekly basis. And at the top, it shows you an average, which in my case is just around 10 cards per week. So this is how we're going to build a forecast. We're going to look at your actual data, and then we're going to run a certain amount of simulations to add some probability in giving you some more real life scenario around this information. And now we're ready to run this forecast. So all you have to do is click on Forecast down here. And as you can see, now the forecast shows in, and I can close this thing at the top. It was just to configure. So now I can take a look at, if I look at this by scope, which is given a start date of today, for example, when can I get 50 cards done? And in this case, it seems like it would take me 34 days. And that's the 85% scenario. So we show you different scenarios depending on how optimistic or pessimistic you are. But right now, we feel that in 34 days or December 18th would be a good time to expect 50 cards from this development team based on the data associated with this team. Now, the same can be done by date. So in this case, you would start again on today's date. You can change that. But now you're asking a different question. You want to know by a certain date, sometime in February, how many cards could I get done? And now it's telling you 130 cards. Again, because we're going with the 85, you don't have to, but that's the one we selected as the default. Now, in both cases, you can actually see the cards by clicking the Show Card buttons, and it will number them from the closest column on your board that's to the Done column, so to the right of your board, and it will walk your board column by column all the way to the left. So with these numbers, right, if you know you can get 130 cards by a certain date, you can scroll and see, well, which cards would be included in this number, and you can move them around and reset your priorities. But the concept of running a forecast is giving you the ability to decide by date or by scope, based on actual data, what to expect, and then select the cards that you want to include in this because your forecast tells you exactly what to expect. So we sure hope that you enjoy this forecast with this crystal ball that tries to predict the future for you, but based on real data. Thank you for watching, and have fun with your new crystal ball.